So what do you expect me to say?
Let's get him!
I know you feel this way. Coming after you.
Hey there, what's up internet? Welcome back. Welcome to episode 35 of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum Egglocke mode. Last time we beat the gym in Sunyshore City, which is our 8th and final gym badge. And now that I mentioned it, I actually forgot to do the badge animation last time, as some of you pointed out. So let's go ahead and just do that now. It's like... There you go. Got us a badge now. All better, we fixed it. And now we get to continue down this here water route. As we got some water roost going on. And Lola's getting pretty low on PP, gotta say. I'm not really sure which way we're going. I'm feeling a bit disoriented because I just ended the last episode just like sitting in the middle of the ocean, and now I have no idea where I'm going. Tentacruel I think we can handle. I don't know, this thing does do a lot of damage, but we'll see if we can, like, pick it off with, like, a Swords Dance, hopefully get a crit. Probably should have switched after that Screech, because if that hadn't killed, you know, Poison Jab or something probably would have threatened Lola pretty bad, but it's fine, she lived, we're good. These Tentacruels, man, they everywhere. God, these Screeches. We learned earlier that, oh my god, whoa! Thank Christ that Hydro Pump is not a physical move. Good lord. Something with that high a base power with that Screech on me? Lola would not have survived that if that was a physical move. Thank Jeebus. Okay, these Tentacruels are not... They ain't nothing to fuck with, I'll tell you that right now. They are not to be messed with, not to be trifled with. Hey, it's a fat guy standing in the water in the middle of the ocean. How did you get out here? I mean, you're not, like, okay, I understand that, like, sailors' uniforms are to be used for, you know, being on the sea and whatnot, but, I mean, that's not even, you're not supposed to swim in a sailor's outfit, I don't think. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to get them all wet, especially when you have binoculars, dude. I'm pretty sure, what did that say? I'm a choke? Let's go into Ari. We haven't used Ari in a while. We could just flamethrower. Oh, I should have extra sensory opponent thing. I got a critical hit anyway, it's fine. And a Gastrodon, which is water ground, I think. So, Mikey is right. Is right. You get the wood. Oh, God. So much self-inflicted damage. That wood hammer's so strong, though. Anyway. Look, I'm just saying, man. I mean, I'm not harshing your vibe or anything, and you're allowed to do what you want, but... How did you get out here? Well, I guess he does have a Pelipper. I guess he could have flown there. Or even surf there. You could. I mean, I guess I'm holding a backpack full of very valuable items, and if I went in the drink, then that could actually be quite unfortunate. So, I guess surfing keeps you pretty dry. So maybe he surfed on his Pelipper. It didn't use surf, so we have no proof that the Pelipper even knows surf. But let's not. I think we've proven time and time again during this run and any other Pokemon game that I played that Pokelogic is not really something you should ever question, because it's never going to make sense anyway. I'm saving all my Bite PP for last, because it is still my strongest base power move when you factor in Stab, but the thing, it doesn't have the increased crit chance. I still can't wait for Night Slash on Lola. That's going to be fucking unstoppable, which is why we're basically using Lola right now, because she could use some levels. Ari could use some levels too, but she's got the XP share, and you know, we can't really have her be fighting all these water types. Don't want to put ourselves at a type advantage or type disadvantage rather for no reason. Yeah, way to spit up when you could have healed yourself, dummy. Well, assuming you know Swallow. I don't know. Stockpile and Swallow is like, it's kind of roundabout, and I would personally rather use, like, you know, Soft Boiled or Slack Off or pretty much any other one-turn healing move, or like Roost, than a Stockpile Swallow kind of thing. But and let's keep the Stockpile Swallow jokes to a minimum here. It's old. That's old hat. I'll tell you that. It's old hat. Let's see. Aqua Tail. Oh, you got paralyzed. I love static. I love that static on Will Smith. It's so good. it's still good. I mean, like, the good thing about stockpile is it increases your defenses. Is it defense and attack, or is it defense and special? I think it's defense and special defense. And unfortunately, you lose those things when you do spit up or swallow. But God, that really is an unfortunate set of names, isn't it? There's really no getting around that. I would love to have a Pelipper. I think they naturally learn the whole stockpile set, and they learn Protect as well, which is actually, if you're ever Nuzlocking, like, what is it? The Gen 3 games. There's, I forget the guy's, Norman? Yeah, Norman, the normal type gym trainer. He has a Slaking that will absolutely destroy your team if you're not careful. Oh, it's Pokemon League time. If there's a Pokemon in these here waters, this can be a new route. This actually counts as a new area, so we can catch something. So let's go ahead and heal up first. So he has a Slaking that will like absolutely roll through your team, and so many people just die at that point in the game during that Nuzlocke. And actually, I tried to Nuzlocke Emerald once, and I told you guys that I'm not familiar with Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire, because it's true. I have never even played all the way through those games. I've only tried to Nuzlocke Emerald once. I own it, I just haven't played it all the way through. And on that Nuzlocke, Norman, I was not prepared for. I was grinding so hard. I was grinding and twerking and what have you, just trying to get this guy, trying to get my guys high enough level to try to survive this Slaking, because I knew the Slaking was coming. And I was like, okay, that should be enough, you know, finally. I was like, I'm way out leveling, like, everything in the freaking game right now. It's not even, you know, it's not even fair how much I've been grinding, so it should be good, right? I go to Norman, his Slaking still destroys my entire team. I didn't die right then. I actually ended up beating him just barely, but he wiped out, like, I think 4 of my 6 guys, and the other 2 that survived were, like, low levels that I was still training up. So my team was completely crippled, and I think I died in the wild not long after that because I didn't have anything else to fall back on. So there we go. There's our wild Pokemans for the Pokemans League, and we need some more Moo Moo Milks. That is for absolute certain. Let's see, Victory Road's coming up. That means we're gonna get another egg to hatch. Let's go ahead and hatch this egg, and then we'll fly into town. We'll take out our Murkrow. And you may notice that I don't change my team layout whenever I switch my HM slaves around. It's not that important. If it's a temporary change, then it doesn't really matter, to be honest. What were we doing? We were hatching, that's right. So let's go ahead and move out that Pelipper into the catches box. There you go, there you go. And then, let's see. If we get another fire type, I swear to Christ. We already have all the fire types we will ever need. Let's go ahead and put Nidoking Mr. Raja in there. Okay. I swear to Christ, mate. Oh, that was a fast hatch. Bum, 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 bum. A Pidgey. Wait. That's a shiny Sprite, but it didn't have the shiny sparkle effect. And a lot of people have been saying, and actually somebody just PM'd me on YouTube asking if I'd caught a shiny... Yeah, I don't think it's shiny. If I'd caught a shiny, or hatched a shiny Pokemon yet. Because apparently there's some bug going on here with the way I hacked the egg. Something happened where a shiny Sprite will hatch, but the Pokemon won't actually be shiny after that hatch animation. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. As for Pidgey, I mean, Pidgeotto's certainly not a bad Pokemon. It's kind of hurt with the lack of like move coverage and total weakness like rock types. I don't think it knows close combat in this generation. Does it get close combat later on, or is that am I confusing that with another bird? I think I am. Anyway, I'm gonna name you Starscream. I honestly don't remember if I've used this name in a video or not. I might have used it in Leaf Green. Or it could have been in one of my personal Nuzlocks I used it. I honestly cannot remember. But there we go. We got a Pidgey. And we can level that up. That'll actually be pretty useful if we want to use it. I don't really know what he can learn, though. Pidgeotto, like, he was unfortunate in that he was in the first generation of bird-type Pokemon where they were, like, just kind of weak. Like, purposely. They were like, they're birds, you know, birds are pretty frail, you know, whatever. Like, he can grow big and badass, but he's never going to be that good. And then later on, they decided that, like, normal flying types should be just fucking awesome. We got all these badass ones, like Wargle Or not Wargle, what did his name end up being? I don't know, whatever. Oh, not Skarmory, what is it? What is it? Braviary, that's it. I knew it was kind of similar to Skarmory. Braviary. Braviary's friggin' awesome. Crap, I can't remember them now. Well, to be fair, Tranquil kind of blows. The new normal flying type in Gen 5. And Noctowl, I guess, was never that good. What am I saying? Which one is it, though? The one from Gen 4. Staraptor. Is it Staraptor? I think so. I believe Staraptor is, like, really good. Is it north of Salacion Town that this thing is? That the, I always forget where... Because it's not marked on your map. But I think... Yeah, this is where the Moo Moo Milk Dairy is. Okay. We're gonna need that for Victory Road, yo. Alright. Give me a dozen. Give me a dozen, baby. Give me some mo dozen. Can't you give me like a baker's dozen? I know you're not bakers. I know you're dairies. You're dairy farmers, but you dairy daisies. You dairy dainties. I don't know. Anyway. Here's hoping that the next normal flying type is pretty awesome. Because, I don't know, Staraptor was really good. What was the one in Gen 3? Wasn't that one pretty good too? I can't remember. I know P-Dove becomes Tranquil, and Tranquil was kind of shitty. I'm actually kind of bothered about this now. I kind of want to look it up. Hoot Hoot was Gen 2, right? Pretty sure Hoot Hoot was Gen 2, and Noctowl was not that good. Noctowl was more defensive. I mean, I wouldn't argue with one in like a Nuzlocke where you're kind of forced to use Pokemon you wouldn't normally, but as far as like, you know, competitive battling or something, like Noctowl's not that good. Hoothoot's kind of goofy looking too. He's got one claw, he's got one foot. It's creepy. I don't know, let's see. Flying types. Here we are, Victory Road. Yeah, baby. I think there's an Earthquake in here. Or no, I think Earthquake is actually... I believe Earthquake is actually in, underneath Cycling Road. Do we have Flash? Do we have the Flash TM? Because if we do, that could end up being our way of finding that. I kind of want to go back and get that. Yeah, there's Flash. We still have Flash. You can learn Flash. Why the hell can Mikey learn Flash? And Lola, for that matter. That's weird. Anyway. You know what? Let's go ahead and exit Victory Road. We're not going to go back to Victory Road yet. I actually kind of want to go back and get that Earthquake TM. And then I want to put... I forget what I named him in my team. The Flygon. Well, he's not a Flygon yet. I think he's going to be a Flygon in like 2 levels. But... what did I name him? And what's that Pokemon's name that's Vibrava? Yeah, Jammy, that's it. It's a she. Jammer Lammy. So apparently... Did I say this last episode? Jammer Lammy is apparently a lamb. Like Jammer Lammy. Like that's where it comes from. I had no idea. I thought Jammer Lammy was just like a cat. She looks like a cat to me. But apparently she's confirmed to be a lamb. I don't like just looking at her, I don't fucking see how that could be a lamb. Like, I can look at Parappa the Rappa and be like, okay, I see where you're getting at with the puppy thing. I cannot see. She doesn't have any wool. I mean, unless you count, like, her clothes. Maybe her clothes are made of wool, but... I don't know. It's weird. Crazy Japanese games. What can I say? Let's go ahead and give Jamie Fly. Why not? It's going to be good anyway. And we can get rid of... I guess Feint Attack. I mean, Dragon Breath is only stab. Nah, let's get rid of Sand Attack. Sand Attack's not very reliable. Rather have some move coverage. Jamie can fly. Jamie can fly. Oh. Hit the wrong button. I don't think I was even in the right place anyway. I think Cycling Road's like here. No, it's Mount Coronet. Is this Cycling Road? Yeah, I think so. No. Maybe? Where the hell's Cycling Road? Does it go over Mount Coronet? Bulbapedia, help me. Cycling Road. I don't want to fly to the wrong place and just waste time. Hold on. Route 206 is what it is. Okay, yeah, it was this one. Okay. NBD. Alright, my bad. My bad. I don't know why I didn't think it was this one. I don't know. Yeah, this is where you get your bike anyway. It should have been pretty obvious. I'm still trying to look up which flying type it was. I have such a terrible memory, I just can't remember. Taillow and Swellow, that was it. Yeah, Swellow's actually really solid. I like Swellow. Swellow's actually kind of annoying because he's like, at least last I played competitive battles, which hasn't been in a long time. Swellow was like one of the strongest attackers for a long time in NU, and he actually like, I mean, NU's still like the bottom of the bottom, but shit, I gotta go. Crap, I gotta go replace and get what's his name out anyway. It's not. What was I saying? So like, he's an NU, so he's not like the greatest. That's obvious, but he's actually strong enough in NU that he shaped the metagame really hard, so that like basically everybody's I'm an idiot. Basically everybody's using Golem just because Golem was like a pretty hard counter to Swellow. Because like the only reason Swellow isn't in a higher tier is because it doesn't have any reliable attacks to take out rock types. So like, I mean, steel types may wall it, but steel types wall everything. It's actually like, bro, sorry, I'm spacing out in the middle of battle. I'm trying to think. It's countered by rock types. Steel types kind of wall everything, and Swellow is also walled by steel types because it doesn't have anything to break through them. But it, even worse, doesn't have anything to break down rock types. So that's the one problem, is that it needs to have some team synergy of somebody to remove troublesome rock types. Usually like a good offensive water type, or like, I don't know, I guess a ground type. But you know, you have a couple options in that regard, but its inability to deal with rock types on its own was really probably a major reason. I'm an idiot. Totally forgot to do what I went there to do. It's pretty much the only reason it's in NU. It has the stats to be further up, I think, because it's got not only the super friggin' speed and a decent attack stat, but it's got guts to boost that. So when you put a Toxic Orb on it, it pretty much makes it a suicide attacker, but it hits so hard. And on top of that, of course, it gets Stab Facade, which is just ungodly strong. It's pretty scary, actually. Let's go ahead and replace, I guess, Mikey. And I think we actually already caught a Pokemon underneath Cycling Road. I'm not sure. I think we did. Am I right or wrong about that? I don't know. Somebody's got to remember. It's just not me. It's not my job to remember things about my own runs. I don't care. But yeah, Staraptor's pretty solid because I think he ended up getting close combat, and that's like his answer to rock types. And then you have like, I mean, Braviary has the same thing. I think Braviary still ended up in NU, but I believe he gets close combat. Is that right? Let's see. Where's Braviary? Braviary, what's up? Yo, dude, I ain't got time to be messing with your ass. Ain't got time for that. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Oh no, it's Superpower. So Superpower is kind of inferior to close combat. Like, so the upside, they're both really similar moves. They're both 120 base power, 100% accuracy physical moves that lower 2 of your stats. But Superpower lowers your attack and your defense, whereas excuse me, close combat lowers your defense and your special defense. And like, while it may seem bad to completely lower both sides of your bulk so that all attacks, not just half of the attacks in the game, are dealing extra damage to you, it's still better to lower both your defenses, because that way your offensive momentum isn't being slowed at all. So like, and you can definitely see the difference between spamming close combat and Superpower, where a close combat spam can easily sweep a team as long as you've set up and you're going to be faster than everything else. But if you're using Superpower, you're going to see that attack damage drop with each time you use it, and it's going to be doing less and less damage. Not only are you going to be squishy because you keep using that, you're also just going to be dealing like no damage after hitting it a few times. So it's pretty detrimental. It's not nearly as good, but it's still powerful. It's Superpower still works great on hit and run kind of Pokemon, like a Choice Scarfer or like a U-turner. But I mean, obviously you can't U-turn after you use Superpower, but if you're Scarfed or Banded. But if you're just running like a Life Orb set or something, I guess it would work. Anyway, I'm gonna catch a Pokemon in here, and I'm just not gonna hatch anything for it. And then you guys tell me if I have to hatch for this Bronzor right here. And if I do, then I'll do it. I think this is where we get Earthquake, and the reason I'm grabbing this is because of Flygon. When this thing becomes a Flygon, it's gonna not know any physical ground attacks, and that kind of blows. What am I looking for? My Black Flute. Where's my Black Flute at? Black Flute, Black Flute. There it is. Like, that sucks, because its special attack isn't bad, but it's definitely better to know. You know what? Black Flute doesn't do shit. I'm sorry, look at this. This is ridiculous. It does learn, I think, Earth Power, either via Tutor or via Level Up, but I would much, much rather have Earthquake. And it's just going to deal so much more damage. I think it also learns physical Dragon-type attacks already on its own. I think you need Egg moves in order to learn Outrage, which kind of sucks, but it's not that big a deal, I guess. I can go with, like, Dragon Claw, or, like... Does it learn Dragon Rush? Maybe? Dragon Rush would be... Yeah, if I could get Dragon Rush. I don't know, I'll have to look that up. I don't know. I don't know what it learns offhand. Can we get up this? Yes. Repels effect wore off already, okay. Great. Oh, great. That's exactly... Geo, dude, you're messing up my sweet ramps, dude. I'm trying to be freaking baller over here, and you're ruining it. What did I miss? What am I... Am I doing something wrong here? Aside from running out of repels? And am I really out of max repels, or did I just not see them in my bag? These are questions that I need answers to, and I need them now. Let's find out. Where's your max repel? There, okay, I do have max repels. Okay. My bad, my bad. I just skipped over them. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Okay, so where does go from here? Do I need to go... Maybe there's another route I didn't see. Okay, wait, do I go... Yep. Sweet ramp. Aha! It's not as difficult as I was making it out to be. Damn it. I need more speed. I got a need for speed. Yeah! It's a sweet obstacle course with sweet jumps. Boing! Fucking A, right? I got a Grip Claw. What does the Grip Claw do again? Is that one of the... I think it's an evolution item for maybe Sneasel? Which I think we have one. I think we have a Sneasel. That's pretty cool. Hurry up, hurry up. Oh yeah. Okay, now let's go ahead and... Earthquake maybe? No, Rare Candy. Lame. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Ready? Sweet ramps. And then we gotta go... Damn it, Repel. You're killing me. One thing I really like about Gen 5 is that when your Repel runs out, it asks you if you want to apply another one, and it's pretty damn sweet. Okay, I think I gotta do this a bit more swimmingly. Like, kinda... Do I like... Yeah. Aha. Okay. It's all just a matter of how you do the inputs. Imputus. Wayward Cave. Alright, there's our TM-26 Earthquake. Hell yeah. Now, I think we still have Dig on Irwin, so we can just GTFO here. Dig, dig, dig. Dig the well. Yeah! And as for Victory Road, what do we... I wonder what TMs we need there, because if it's all stuff that just, like... what's it called? The, well, I guess just my team in general. I was gonna say Jammy. If it's just stuff that Jammy can learn, you know, I can just teach it all to her now since she doesn't really have anything that good. And then we can just relearn all of her previous moves. Let's find out. Victory Road. I don't know. I guess I can just play it by ear. Why not? Let's go ahead and put Roger back. And the plus side is if we're starting to get low on health or anything, then Irwin can just dig us on out of there. I love Dig. Dig's so useful. You don't even need to carry escape ropes. Oh yeah. All right. Thanks for the slaving services, Roger. You were a big help. And now we begin our descent into Victory Road. I'm not going to use the Earthquake HM or TM rather yet. We're not going to be able to get very far into Victory Road, but that's fine. That's okay. There's always next episode. And I believe my calculations are correct. Chances are this is going to be the third to last episode of this run. And I have said before, I'm not really going to take much of a break this time, whereas last time I sort of like recuperated from playing Leaf Green, like pretty much a marathon. I've kind of gotten more and more used to, you know, just Let's Playing all the time, so I don't think I'm really going to need a break before I start my next series, which I've said before, but for those of you who didn't get the memo, my next Pokemon gameplay that I'm going to play through, the next Pokemon game that I'm going to play through is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Did we catch anything in this cave? I don't think so. I think this is our first time in the cave. It's going to be Heart Gold or Soul Silver. I haven't decided which yet. And it's not going to be a Nuzlocke. It's not going to be a Nuzlocke in any form this time, which is weird, I know. For me to do something that's not a Nuzlocke, but I'm trying to break the pattern before it really becomes a pattern. You know, once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern. So I don't want to do the third thing and have the third run be a Nuzlocke. And besides, I'm kind of bored of Nuzlocking anyway. It gets kind of stressful sometimes, and people get really invested in Nuzlocks. People post an RIP in the comments and ruin things for other people, and you get things like people yelling at you because a Pokemon that they really like died because you made a mistake, and it's like, dude, I'm already pissed off enough that I lost my Bulbasaur. Like, do you really gotta just like yell at me like it's like I killed an actual family member of yours or something? Like, come on. But anyway, that's not to say I don't love Nuzlocke. It's just that these are some of the complaints that just come along with them. And the Egglocke, I think, helps spice things up. But basically what I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to run from a Graveler, absolutely, as I like to do. What I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to do a Monotype challenge. And a Monotype challenge is when you run through a game only using one type of Pokemon. You're allowed to use hybrid types, but you're not allowed anything outside of that type. So like if I'm using, I don't know, like if I'm doing a Mono Dragon run, I can use like Hydreigon, who's got part dark typing. That's fine that he's also a dark type, it's just as long as he's dragon type. But as for the typing, which one I'm gonna pick, I'm leaving that up to you guys. I'll leave a link in the description of this video, but and remind me if I forget, because I will. I'm doing a poll. This time it's not a Facebook poll. For my next Let's Play, which ended up being Final Fantasy VII, I took a Facebook poll. That was the worst experience ever because Facebook is fucking garbage. But this is just a different kind of a poll site. I think it's Straw Poll that I'm using. And last I checked, at the time of this recording, I believe Poison was in the front spot. Poison had the lead, and then it was. Hold on, let me check to see. Okay, it was Pelipper that I caught last. Yeah, so that was a legitimate catch. What was I saying? Poison type has the lead right now, followed by Dark type, followed by Bug type. So it's in that order. It's again Poison, Dark, Bug, which are like kind of like the evil / creepy types, which is kind of funny. I guess people really want me to do like a Team Rocket style run. I don't understand what the popularity is. Ooh, a Mischievous, nice. I don't understand what the popularity of the Poison type mono run is. The mono Poison type run, because, and I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I like Poison type. I'm gonna name you like, check this out. Like Mischievous, Missy. People call Mischievous Missy for short sometimes, and you. So I'm gonna go with the. I don't know. It's spelling it wrong, me an idiot. Missy. I can't find the letters. Missing no. There you go. Anyway, I'm clever. So like ever since I mentioned a monotype run, everybody's been saying poison, 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 poison. And I was like, okay, I guess that's just like an outspoken majority kind of thing. Like one person said, oh, you got to do poison, and a bunch of people like thumbs them up, and I'm like, okay, a bunch of poison fans, okay, whatever. But like, you know, just what people are saying isn't necessarily what's gonna be the actual result. That just ends up being an outspoken vocal majority, which is fine. But you know, I didn't expect it to be. So then when I actually did the poll, everybody started voting poison. Poison just shot up to the top, and it's been dominating ever since. So if you guys could explain to me what the appeal is specifically of Poison type, like why everybody loves that so much. Is it the Team Rocket thing? Is that everybody wants a Team Rocket run through. Again, I'm totally fine with whatever type you guys want to pick, but I just don't understand where the popularity of poison type comes from. I think a poison type mono run would be fun, but there would also be a lot of other, like, personally, I voted for a different type. I'm not gonna tell you guys which one, because I don't want my choice to influence the votes at all, but I voted for a different type, and I mean, there's a lot of, like, I think a bug mono run would be really fun. I think a water run would be probably pretty easy, but at least very varied, because there are so many water types. Even a normal run, if you like limited yourself to some like normal, I mean, like, normal is kind of boring as a type, but normal types learn so many different types of attacks. It would be kind of interesting. You would end up being pretty varied. I think a normal type mono run would actually be surprisingly fun. But anyway, guys, the rule set, which type it gets voted in, is going to determine what rule set I use. If it's a type there's plenty of them available, like readily available in game, I'll just run through the game and only catch Pokemon of that type. But if it ends up being a really rare type like Steel or Dragon, where there's like just not many of those at all, especially in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I'll probably end up doing another egg scramble, but this time I'll just hack all the available Pokemon myself, just automatically generate them and randomly generate their IVs and their abilities and whatnot. But anyway, I think I've ranted about enough, just about enough about my next Let's Play, which we got to finish this one first, so I'm going to take off, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit that like button, and the playlist is in the description if you want to see more of this series. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.